Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video it's a bit of a twofer. So it's a 2 for 1. Ages ago, so I apologise now, I got a request for they're all in the list, they just take me time to get round to. I got a request to do a more medium skin tone in Creyart. Yes, you know who you are. I'm sorry, it's happening now. And skin isn't really my forte, but as always I will try my best to give you what advice I can. And I thought I'll tie this in because I tend to colour while I do my colouring gems video. So this is also episode 2 of colouring gems, which, if you've watched my first one, is it's very hard to find new colouring channels, and for new colouring channels to find you. So I like to mention some of the small channels that I've found and that I've enjoyed, and then you can, you know, tap them in. All the links will be down below, so you can go directly to their channels and find them and subscribe to them if you like them, because let's be honest, they would probably otherwise never pop up in your feed, never show up for you guys, and you would never find them. And I know a few people have found some really favourite new channels that way. So we're going to do a bit of both, and that kind of adds a bit of chat into the colour, and hopefully everybody's happy. So I have some Creyart pencils picked out, and we will see. We are aiming for hopefully a medium skin tone. You guys know I colour backwards. I start with my darker colours, but in skin I do kind of like to lay down a bit of a base. So I'm going to have a little look-see and see where we end up. Skin is about playing a little bit. Playing, layering, correcting. Same with your makeup. I'm going to choose an easy spot, although it's ridiculously skinny arm going on here and very long, so her proportions are very weird. Does anybody else think her boob's on the back and her belt is on the front? She is a flexible fairy, let's put it that way. So I'm going to start with Dandelion 112 from Crayart, and I'm just going to lay a really light layer of that down. And I'm going to start with a channel that I have, well, I've been watching her for a couple of months now, and obviously she's a newish channel. She's been around a few months, and she is she's fabulous. Her kind of projects she does are fabulous. Her videos are brilliant. She did a Halloween advent and turned little pictures into like little Halloween pages, and she changed a fish into a skeleton fish. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I like Halloween stuff, you know how I feel about that. So she's got lots of wonderful content. I will mention her name eventually. Her channel is Pixie's Projects, and I do recommend you check her out. There's loads of content on there to binge. And she's a fabulous personality, really friendly seeming, and just lovely, and I think you might like her. And she's got some really fun little colour alongs, and I think she's done her collection as well. And right, sorry guys, I forget. I'm now adding 087 Honey, which is a darker yellow, and I'm just bringing that over the top and in and out as well. With that kind of medium skin tone, you're looking kind of a golden yellow. You don't want to go too crazy with the yellow, but they are going to look quite... You're going to have quite a bit of yellow in there. I've got some other colours to balance it out, but I'm going to add this just not into the middle. As always, just fade it out so it disappears. So that only that dandelion is in the centre. From there, like I said, you're kind of gauging and colour correcting as you go. I'm going to add a little bit of pink to calm that down. I've got this Salmon 058. I'm very lightly going to pop that over the top, again, of everything. but really, really fading that off into the middle. I don't want her to end up pink, but I also don't want her to just be bright yellow. So yeah, she is fabulous. She will be linked below. The other wonderful lady I've found, she's a very new channel, just a few months old, but she does beautiful work. She's a wonderful personality and she's very talented. I think you'll really like her, and that is Louise Colouring 41. Fabulous. She's yeah, she does pencil work. Obviously, you guys know I watch a lot of people that do pencil because I like pencil, so tends to be what I then also bring forward to you guys. Sorry, because it's what I watch. I'm going to try a little bit of peach as well, 022. I'm going to add that just around. I'm not going to pop that in the middle. I'm just going to pop that around these outside edges. This isn't a colour combination I've tried before. I don't really use Creyart for skin, so we're making it up as we go along. So at the end I might advise you not to do this, but it's worth a play. I tried. I'm then going into the more brown colours. So we've got an orange bronze 119. Right, so we also have a lovely lady, also quite new, I think. I've not been watching her that long, but she's very knowledgeable about art, which is I found it quite cool. So binge watched some of her stuff, liked her content, liked what I saw, added her to my list. She's very down to earth, very talented. I think what I like about her is she's one of these like talented people that us colourists like kind of just watch in awe, because she adds stuff to her page. She like draws extra stuff into the page and you're like, ooh, god damn it, I wish I could do that. And that is Doodle Robot, and she's cool. I think you might like her. Not sure about this. She's looking like she's got bad fake tan. Hopefully we'll fix this as we go along. I'm going to add kind of a greeny brown. I've got this clay 039. And I'll just bring this up the outer edges. See if we can pull this back into more golden instead of You've Been Tangled. Yep, so that is Doodle Robot. Again, they'll be down below, so you can go direct to the channels. And we then have Twist of Colour. That is a lovely lady called Sabrina, and she does a lot of Inktense. So if you like, more water-based stuff, she does a lot of Inktense kind of tutorials and colour alongs. Really fun. So she'll be down below as well. Bear with me, guys. Yikes. See, everything's always scary until you're finished. I'm going to go with that. I'm not sure about this. Right, we're going to go straight to a brown. I've got Rust 107. It's a bit of a reddy brown, I think. Oh, he's on top of all these yellows. Right. And then a really new find, MyKellerfulworld. And I added her in kind of last minute just because I was quite impressed with what I saw. So she will be down below as well. Super new to me, so just started watching. Can't even tell you all that much about all of her videos because I haven't watched them all, but like what I've seen so far. And added her onto my list. Who have I missed? And that brings me to Colour Me Impressed. She's a bit of a bigger channel than some of the others, been going a bit longer, but I wanted to bring something a little bit different. She works more in marker, and I know obviously I'm always watching pencil stuff, so but I do watch people that work in marker as well. See, I have range. And she's a wonderful lady, really, really fun personality. Very organised videos, not like me. So try her as well. Check her out if you're into more, you know, markers and colour by numbers and things. You might really enjoy that. Ooh. There may be no saving this. You see, Creyart just is not my choice for skin, really. Right, we're going to go back to this salmon. I'm going to pop that over everything. Smooth that in. Pink that out a bit. The thing is, you've also got to remember that this paper is really going to limit how much you can play and try and correct what you've got. So light layers, don't commit really soon because you'll be stuck in that tangled stage. And skin is about just picking, you know, some base colours and some shadow colours and just playing with your combos, adding things in that work, taking things out that don't. Don't be scared to have a play. But also, I'll be honest, if I was going to invest in a couple of decent pencils, it would be my skin tone pencils. I struggle with skin, and therefore it tends to be the thing, no matter what else I do on a page, I will use my artist grade pencils when I come to the skin. You won't really see me use Creyart, Castle Art or Teaser, even my Brute Funa squares very often, to be honest. I'm going to go Prisma Poly Luminance because it is just, don't get me wrong, people more talented than I can easily accomplish what they need to get you know, beautiful skin, but that isn't me. I struggle with skin, and therefore I make it easier on myself by working with better pencils. And I'm going to add a bit of ballet slippers, so a proper pink to this, just to really work that in. And then because she's looking, you know, I brought all the colours in quite flat now to get a better shade. Yeah, a more even kind of browner skin shade. I'm going to bring a really dark brown into this. We're going to go dark dark. Dark dark. In fact, we're going to go dark brown. 070. And then I want to just, like, you know, at the end of these videos, yes, I want to highlight new channels. I also thought, you know, why not bring in some of the bigger channels that I really love as well, and would totally recommend, that I think you probably already watch, but you never know. And just some of them really talented people that I watch and love, and that I kind of watched when I was kind of starting out as well. Yeah, dark brown, just add some shade, and just to offset that darker actual skin tone with some deeper shadows. Things you lot have me do. Right. a little bit better. So then what I would do is I would sit and reassess like what I've just gone through and what I think worked and didn't. And I would, from my choices, I would remove rust, it's unnecessary. I would take out that more peach because she ended up too orange, and that was the point where it started to go wrong. And rather than salmon, I would stick with the pinkier version of ballet slippers. I would keep that dot brown. I would keep my honey because that gave it that nice kind of yellow base, and then dandelion. And I would keep clay because it adds that kind of greeny brown in that you know, makes sense for what we were trying to achieve. Keeps that orange out a little bit. Like I say, on a bed of paper you would find this much easier and you'd get much more layers in. So where was I? Yeah, what I wanted to add to that, or who, is Amberle Silencia. I'll pop her down below. She is one of my all-time favourite channels. I've been watching her since the beginning of my journey, and she was a beautiful lady. When I started my channel, she was so encouraging and so helpful and so lovely, and she is unbelievably talented. Like, her pictures are intimidating, but she does these wonderful colour alongs and step by step, showing you what she does to achieve just beauty, just things of beauty, to be honest. I always watch her. And the other channel that I've watched right from the beginning, just a beautiful soul that, again, she was so supportive and friendly when I was starting out, and so lovely. They were both beautiful enough to mention my channel, and like I say, they're not small channels, but you know, just I definitely would want to endorse really good channels, and that is Lovellas Coloring. Again, an amazingly talented colorist. She does beautiful work. I would imagine you're the two people watching me, you're all already subscribed, but you know, just in case, I will pop them down below as well, and if not, do check them out. Beautiful colour alongs, wonderful videos. They've both been going a while, so lots of content to binge watch. I love finding a new channel like that with like just loads of stuff to watch. So this time I'm doing a bit different. I've popped my little layer of dandelion, and then I'm putting my dark brown edging, and then I'm going to come in with this pink ballet slippers. So I'm already correcting what I didn't like from previous, and that's giving it more of a pinky base, just to auto-correct the fact that I'm going to make her quite yellow in a moment. So then I'm going to add in this honey colour, which is a very rich brownish yellow, and it really immediately just makes her quite a yellow tone. So I've done a little bit more this time to offset that with my underlayers. And like I say, I mean, colourists in the beginning, they get quite frustrated because they think it's them and that they're never going to get better. Orange bronze I'm going to use next, and again just round the edges. and that, you know, their skin's no good, they're not doing it right, doesn't look like other people's. And it really is pencils and paper. In a thing as difficult as skin, it makes it much more tricky, more time consuming, and it immediately goes wrong when you get it just that little bit wrong. Whereas with better pencils, better paper, you do get a lot more. There's a lot more leeway. I'm on clay now, by the way. Just bringing that in and around again. Not adding that to the middle, just working on some shadow. Because you just, yeah, it's hard not to end up with mud very quickly with these kind of pencils. It's totally doable. You can do it. I'm not saying you have to buy expensive stuff, you know me. But don't be as hard on yourself. Don't compare your page to someone using luminance and wonder why yours doesn't look the same. Unless you're that super talented, not like me. You probably can create that in Creyart, because let's be honest, you can, it is possible. I'm just not good enough at skin yet. I'm going to go with yet. I improve all the time to be able to create a Creyart masterpiece. I do much better. And yet already, look, just from, I'm already improving. You know, you learn, you grow, you improve. Just pay attention as you work, and you'll learn to spot the things that, you know, in your mix that they just didn't work, they need to come out. Like, this is already a better colour combination than I had in this monstrosity down here. And I will go through with you in a moment what colour skin combo we ended up with here for a much better choice. Don't do this, do this. This is better. For this kind of more kind of honey golden. And I'm just now, you know, I'm adding some ballet slippers. I'm just going back and forth, keeping it blended with light layers, adding the pink in when it gets too yellow. And this time round, I'm going to take a little bit of lavender, so a little bit of purple. You only ever use this in shadows. And it makes your brown cooler, so it immediately makes your shadow look cooler. Removes any warm tone, and then just right around the edge, back in with that dark brown. Keep it smooth, fade it in, no harsh lines. And yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel trying to do a face with this, but it's a decent colour now at least. Not this, probably going to rub this out, do this again, but I'm happier with this set. So what we ended up with from our little child, this is why you practice on a separate piece of paper. Don't use your artwork to practice. All that needed was a little bit of a, you know, draw a little box, create shadow around the outside and bring it to light in the middle. Have a little practice. Sit with different combinations of pencils, have a play on little scraps of paper and create combos. The more you do it, the more you play, not on your artwork, the more you'll build up for yourself. Honestly, it's totally doable. So I've got Creyart lavender just in case I want to cool down that shadow area. We've got dark brown, and then clay, and then orange bronze, honey, and ballet slippers just to tone everything down with a bit of pink. And I did use my pink as my kind of, I used it to blend as well, my blender colour. You could add a little bit of cream or white for your highlight. Probably a cream, you don't want it too light to keep the depth in the skin colour. And that's the best we're going to get, I think. I tried, guys. I tried. So those are my colouring gem recommendations for this month. I hope you found some new channels to watch and that you enjoy. I hope you found this weird tutorial kind of useful. This is more of a how to learn, how to work on things rather than a do like I do, because let's be honest, maybe not do like I do, especially not this one. We'll do that. See, not everything always goes right. Have a practice, have a play, and see where you end up. So I hope that was useful for the lady that requested. Now you know why it took me so long, because I was probably mentally avoiding it, but she's going to be like, yep, go watch that somewhere else then. And I hope you have a great day, guys. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, give me a thumbs up so I know whether to bother again. And as always, if you enjoy the channel, please do subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.